Let's face it, life isn't easy. If you're stuck in a bad relationship, betrayed or afraid of tomorrow, financially insecure, or desperate for a breakthrough, you've come to the right place. Dr. Carmen Harra is a renowned psychologist, intuitive, relationship expert, and best-selling author, and she's here to give you the miracle guidance you need. Her new call-in show, Miracle Guidance for Everyday Life, offers profound wisdom, practical advice, daily exercises, and empowering predictions, all for you. Dr. Harra's show aims to eliminate everyday problems, big and small, with topics like healing your relationships, reclaiming your power, achieving better health, dealing with loss, and so much more. Regain the joy, stability, and fulfillment you deserve to feel. Tune in to Miracle Guidance for Everyday Life with host Dr. Carmen Harra, live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, and find the answers you've been looking for.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Miracle Guidance. This show is actually meant to guide you and help you make better choices and transform your life. I'm Carmen Harra, and I'm live every Tuesday evening, 7 p.m. Eastern Time on OMTimes Radio. And tonight, I want to help you discover your life purpose and show you how to act on your life purpose on a daily basis. And I have an amazing quote from the American author Sean Covey saying, "Life is a mission, not a career. A career is a profession, while a mission is a cause." So if you just look for a career, you have a question in your head that sounds like, what's in it for me? So how much can I make? What is going to bring to me? While if you're on a mission, you'll ask yourself, how can I make a difference? How can I change things around and change in the world? So trust me, when I say that your mission is enormous, I'm absolutely right. Don't ever be afraid to dream big. Don't ever be afraid to be on a mission. Even if you have to start small, even if at the beginning your mission is small. I'm always looking at this show on CNN, American Heroes, and it shows us how simple people are on a mission. They want to make a difference in other people's lives. And many of us do have to start small in life. But the problem is we have to start somewhere. We have to get out of this limited mentality that we just have a job and in the job it's okay. And we have to distinguish the difference between a job, a career, and a mission. We think that our job is a way to pay bills and no more else, and that's good enough. We don't see it as a means of personal enrichment. We don't see it as soul evolution. This leaves us feeling highly dissatisfied at the end of the day because everything is the same old. Everything becomes boring, and you always feel like you're not paid enough, and you hardly survive, and there's nothing brighter, lighter. You don't feel fulfilled. You feel like you're in the wrong place, like you're stuck, like you meant for more, and you don't know what that is. That larger than life desire that we all have within us to act, to build, will remain somewhere buried, like burning and unfulfilled. And for this reason, I really believe we must align ourselves with what I think is our vocation. So right now you might be saying to yourself, listening to me, and say, well, but what's my true calling? And I talk to so many people, and I hear this question over and over. Dr. Harra, what is my true calling? What is my mission? What is my purpose? Because what is my purpose? I'm good at a lot of things, but I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing. So always I respond to this question by a quote that I really like by Pastor Jakes. He said, if you can't figure it out, your purpose, figure it out, your passion. We all have passion for something. But from your passion, you will give birth to your purpose. And understanding the full scope of your purpose requires following your passion. So I really believe that we are all here put on earth to do something special. Because we question ourselves, why were we born here? We each good at something, but you know what? Together, we're good at everything. That's why this world has to come together in unity in order to fulfill our collective purpose. And in order to do it, we have to build our relationship from the first relationship with ourselves. Like you heard this a million times from people saying, oh, in order for somebody to love you, you have to start loving you. You have to establish that first relationship with your own self. Because otherwise your relationship won't be successful. And this comes true talking about your life mission and purpose. So first you need to adopt an understanding of your weaknesses, of your strength, of your emotional self, of your inner talents, of your calling in life, and put this to use before you can start fulfilling your career dreams. So that's the foundation. So the truth is that your ideal job should be also fulfilling your life purpose. Because don't settle for that meager job or that job that pays your bill and that's it. Because we all come here on earth, we incarnate with a mission. We were not meant to be slave to a system or to bring someone else money while you do the work. And you do so much work to make somebody else rich. I'm always thinking about people paying mortgages so that those who open the mortgage company have billions and billions of dollars and people struggling to pay their mortgage. And the system is made that at the end of the day, you cannot pay your house. After 20, 30 years, you might die or might get sick or you're getting old. And then somebody else gets rich through your effort. So don't be slave to a system. And I want you to understand your personal power, because that personal power is unique to you. And if you access your personal power and you put your mission in full force, then you can pay a house in 5 years, in 10 years. You can, beat the system, because that power spreads. Once you build up your confidence in yourself, you realize you're capable of extraordinary things. Once you see that you have one talent, you discover another talent and another and operate on all your talents. It's okay. I am working in so many directions. I mean, I wrote numerous books. I design a jewelry for QVC. I sing since the age of 9, and I did release my new album, and I am launching it in London in September. And I always said I can do so many things, and I'm going to try to do all of them and be on a mission, to spread all my ideas and to open the doors of people's mind to their own potential. And that's so significant. So once you get the momentum of your power going, you become unstoppable, I tell you. So work on your personal power every single day. And start thinking now as you're listening to me, where is your personal power? How can you unleash, your power? By exercising your skill, for instance. Let's say you're a cook, you're an artist, you're a healer, you're a lawyer, you're a singer, whatever you are. Recognize that you are doing it and how good it is that you do that every day, with a purpose in mind. And practice everything on a daily basis. So this is the secret of living according to your vocation. Now, in a few moments, I'll share some more ways to work towards your purpose, and I'll teach you how to incorporate what you love to do into what you're doing on a daily basis. So in other words, coordinate your feeling, your emotion with what you're doing. And also, which are the steps that you need to take in order to reach that level of fulfillment, to reach that level of opening the door to your mission beyond your job and your vocation. So I'll take your calls and I'll show you how to deal with a negative environment, how to secure a better position, how to start your own business, and how to change jobs. So we can talk about so many things, and this is your show because it's a calling show. So I want you to dial in 202-570-7057, and Christopher, my amazing producer, will connect you with me. And I'll answer your questions, and whatever questions you might have involving the topic today, are important. If you have any other questions, I'll take them. So whatever your needs are, whatever you think you need to talk to me about, that's fine. I just choose every single day when I'm doing the show a different idea that has to do with your life and trying to empower you. I'm going to give you actually some affirmation that I wrote a while back, and they are considered affirmation for success and for wealth. And I want you to repeat that. I am purposeful. I'm here to impact this world in a profound ways. So I want you to acknowledge that you are purposeful. You are here to impact the world. We all are here to impact the world. Don't think of you like you are nobody. Think of you that you have what it takes to impact the world. And I want you to repeat, I am extremely successful. My career is expanding and thriving. Say that on a daily basis. Affirmation shifts the perception. An affirmation will shift the perception in your brain. A prediction has a psychological effect. An affirmation has a psychological effect on the way the mind functions. So repeat after me. My business is blooming like an infinite garden. I am a magnet for abundance in every areas of my life. I am talented. I have been gifted with so many skills that I honor every day. So say this about you and see how you unleash the power I was telling you about. And by the way, I want to let you know that I'm going to be on NBC August 25th on the Today Show, talking about how to turn romance into a committed relationship, how to turn a fling into something solid, how to work with relationship. Because during the summer, you always want to have something like good about yourself and go out and attract somebody. But is that exactly the way to go? Is that exactly what you need? And we'll talk about this on NBC August 25th. So I'm very excited to have some minutes to discuss this concept and this idea and this topic. So I'll be in New York. So in case you want to meet me in New York, as you know, I have a home there. I can meet you anytime between August 24 to August 28, 29. I'm there almost a week. And if you're in the tri-state area and you want to talk to me about your life, about what's bothering you, what's important, where you're looking for answers, you can schedule a session and you can email me at Carmen Harra, CRMNHARRA @AOL.com, or you can text me or call me. My number is public. I have this number for 25. Since cellular exists, I have this number. I can't believe it. It's just laughable. So 917-771-6035. And yeah, I have this number forever. And you can text me, you can write it down, and feel free to let me know if you want to see me in New York. Or if you want to talk to me, at any rate, I'm here. I'm here talking about being on a mission. I always felt like I'm on a mission. This is my mission, to listen, to guide you, to come with ideas, with something that can be done, to turn your life for better, to change your life, to change the perception. And again, now if you want to talk to me, it's perfect time to just call me. And I think I have some new people already waiting to talk to me. So I probably should go straight to the phone and see who's there for me tonight. And I'm going to go to, I think is, do I have Jenny from California?
Hi, Carmen.
Hi, Jenny. Hi, my love. How are you?
Hi, Carmen.
It's good to hear your voice. So excited to talk to you, Jenny. Is this your first time calling me? Jenny, you've been calling before, or this is your first time?
No, actually, I talked to you on the radio one time last year, but I've
Really?
probably talked to you maybe 3 times already.
Oh, wow. Okay. So, do you like this topic? What do you think about turning your job into a vocation and being on a mission and acknowledging all of that? Do you agree with me?
Yes, I love this topic. I think it's very important.
Do you think, when you think of yourself, do you think you acknowledge your own mission?
Um, yes, I mean, I tend to follow my passions,
Right.
but as far as knowing if it's my life purpose, I don't have clarity on that.
Okay. What it is that you really do that you think can serve other people or can turn into in something bigger than you, in something that you can dedicate your life to?
Well, the thing is right now, I have a really great job. I work for, fashion companies, and I like it and I'm
Right.
good at it, but I want a different lifestyle and I want to do creative work from home that I enjoy,
Right.
but also making money. And I just really want that new lifestyle. I don't want to depend on a corporation for income anymore.
Oh my God, this is so important. You know what I mean? Because I think that in the world today, it's so important to work on your own, towards your own life. Purpose starts with working independently. Then I really think that you can do it on your own, and not work for the big company, and make your own business, because you have the skill, the talent, you have the knowledge. Do you agree with me? Just you have to devote it completely. You have to live it, you
Yeah.
have to breathe it, and you have to study to see where the market is going, and come up with something. So when you're talking about the fashion industry, what it is in the industry that you think you're great at or you have a brilliant idea, think of women in the industry who created jeans, for instance, or a certain accessory or something that, I have such an interesting story. I know a woman in LA, actually. It's called Anastasia Beverly Hills. Probably you heard of her.
Oh, yeah, she's
She,
very famous.
yes. So Anastasia, 30 years ago, was a simple woman living in Moldova, a part of near Romania and Russia. A simple woman who's had one daughter, divorced, and came to America with nothing to her name, no money in her pocket, and then started doing some facial in some small boutique somewhere in LA, and then she had the strength and the vision, and she said, "Let me teach people how to do eyebrows, okay? Because they were doing it like incorrectly." And one day she met Oprah Winfrey. Because living in LA, apparently, somebody entered that business, and it happened to be Oprah Winfrey. So this was the way that this woman turned a concept, an idea, into an empire. And Anastasia, right now, she actually sold her business. People don't know this. She sold it for $1 billion. And she said, "You know what? I worked 30 years, I did everything I could. I made an empire. My name will be everywhere. I help all these people. I help all the celebrities. I became friends with absolutely everybody." But her story is amazing. A story of a simple woman raising alone a child with no money, coming from a communist country in LA. You know what I mean? She just had a vision how to do eyebrows. And if you see right now, eyebrows are everywhere. It's so important to do the eyebrows correctly. But I'm giving her to you as an example, of what it is to be in the industry where you can build something from zero, from the scratch, coming up with an idea and trusting yourself, and having the courage to go and get a loan and do that, just to build that line, and then to expand and then expand and expand. So you being in the business, you can do something like this. What do you see yourself doing?
Well, actually,
Jenny, wait a second. I'm gonna go for a short 30 seconds break. Just don't go anywhere. Hold on the
Okay.
line, okay? Okay.
Okay.
the best of the holistic, spiritual, and conscious world. OMTimes Radio, IOM FM.
OMTimes magazine is one of the leading online content providers of positivity, wellness, and personal empowerment. A philanthropic organisation, their net proceeds are funneled to support worldwide charity initiatives via Humanity Healing International. Through their commitment to creating community and providing conscious content, they aspire to uplift humanity on a global scale. Connect at omtimes.com. OMTimes, creating a more conscious lifestyle.
Looking for inspiration?
Want to be inspired?
Not sure where to go?
Find Mark and Kim every Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Eastern on Inspired Living.
Topics will elevate consciousness and range from metaphysics to the human and social experience and all things spiritual.
Welcome to an inspired community that offers support, encouragement, and new ways of thinking. You are the inspired and the inspiration.
Melissa from Michigan. I work an extra part-time job serving lunch at my child's school, but I still can't afford to put food on our table.
Daniel from California. Choosing whether to pay the rent or pay to fix the car to get to work doesn't leave us with much at all. Now we can't even pay for meals.
Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
And I'm back on Home Time Radio with my wonderful Jenny from California. So, Jenny, let's go to the question again. So, do you have a vision of something when you think of yourself? What can you actually create that represents Jenny?
Well, actually, Carmen, I already have a passion. And what
Tell
I
me.
do is I do photography, but I love photographing food. So I also cook, and then I photograph the food that I cook. So I really
Oh my God, that's amazing! I love that.
And thank you. And I want to teach people about eating plant-based. I want to
beautiful! Yes.
a blogger. Yeah, a blogger. And I wanted to see what you see.
Well, I have some ideas for you, Jenny, where to blog. There are some sites where I can recommend you as a blogger. Body, Mind, and Green, Silvana. There are sites that have millions of followers. And they're interested in something like this. Mm-hmm. I was just reading this morning Body, Mind, and Green, and they were talking about something similar, and I think you can fit beautifully into it and build your name, build your reputation, build your credibility, and slowly probably opening an entire business into it, not just there as a blogger. I think you should even write a book about it. What do you think?
Right now, I think I just want to get jobs where I can photograph food and then also get people to come to my blog and try out my recipes, and you know, you can monetize the blog. So
right.
That's ideally how I want to approach it. But
it's a genius way to approach it. You can expand it. So already if you create your base, you know what I mean, and you have followers, and do you have an account on Instagram, Facebook, everywhere on social media?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, perfect. Will you follow me on Instagram and I'll follow you back? I want to see what you're doing.
Oh, cool.
I want to be your fan. I want to be your fan.
So
yes, I'm super excited. But I want to refer you to some sites that I know that's what they do, you know. They need people they need blogger, and you will be perfect. And if you really want to blog for one of these big magazines, you know.
Oh, I would love that, yeah.
Yes, I can refer you to some of them. There's even a magazine in New York called New York Spirit. And I got a letter from them the other day. I sent them an article of mine. I write and blog everywhere, from Huffington Post, everywhere. So they were asking me if I know somebody who's interested to blog, you know, and send them articles.
Amazing.
And I can put you in touch with them on my behalf. Just write me an email and I forward you the information of the lady at New York Spirit. And you can start there and at Silvana. So there's all these sites where you have a lot of people reading what you have to say, you know. So then you build, you steadily build your name, your reputation. What do you think?
Oh, I think that sounds great. Yes, wonderful.
Good.
I'd love to.
Good.
To do that.
Good.
Get the momentum.
Please, yeah, just send me everything so we can, you can start somewhere in whichever way I can help you.
Thank you so much, Carmen.
You have any other questions?
I do, but it's not related to the topic, so I don't know if it's
okay. All right. You feel free to ask me. Briefly, I'll respond.
Okay. Well, Carmen, I don't know if you can look into my relationship, but I feel like it's gonna dissolve pretty soon. But I wanted to see if you.
Are you together for 5 years or 9? How many years you are together?
Actually, only a little over a year.
Okay. Was there someone else in your life longer before this?
No, I haven't had a lot of successful relationships.
Okay.
There was someone, but it wasn't. Yeah, it was 7 years, but that was a long time ago.
Yeah, probably that's what I'm referring. I'm referring a relationship that lasted a number of years. And the reason I'll go back in time is because there's something there that was left unhealed in your soul. And sometimes we don't acknowledge that. We think, I moved on and I'm good. But there's something that there's some memories of that experience that you carry. Because after that, I think there was nothing long lasting. So the question is, why am I attracting people that are just transition in my life? I don't want transition. I want something stable. Do you agree?
Yes.
And I'm confident this man is not really the man for you, but I'm confident there is someone else coming in your life somewhere during the fall of this year. October, November, yeah, someone new. And I think that new person will be the person we will want to talk about.
Okay.
So for now, I suggest that you reconnect with me on your career so I can help you with those information and sort of give you the name of people you can connect on my behalf. And also, I want to talk to you about this new person somewhere in the next 2-3 months.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much for all of your advice and your help today, Carmen.
Okay, my love. I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for calling OMTime Radio. I'm very grateful.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, my love. Bye, my love. I'm going to go to Melinda and Josie, I think. If you're there, hold on the line. Hi, Melinda from New York. How are you, my dear?
Hi, Carmen.
You're so sweet.
I'm just happy to talk to you. And,
how are you, my love?
I am just happy to talk to you. I am very good. I just noticed that you and Alexandra have the same eyebrows. Know that you've been talking about Anastasia.
Right.
But I just have had a job that I have to be doing for a number of years that
right.
I think it was my destiny, but I really want to transition into something else. So
give me much more about this job if you don't mind, you know.
The one I want to transition to?
Right.
I want to have my own business in cosmetics and also do media. And I also want to finish my education with chemicals and stuff. But right now, nothing is happening. So I'm resting right now in that career department.
I think you have to put them somehow in order. You have to think, okay, which do I want to do first? Do I want to finish my education? And in the same time, do I want to build my own business and my own idea? If you have a vision of this is what I want to do, you know?
Okay. Can you have like a projection?
Right. You know, reality will project what's within you. So it's within you. We all have dreams, you know. Since we are kids, we dream of something. We want to see ourselves on stage or want to see publishing something. We want to see ourselves designing. So it comes with a dream as an early age. And we build on that. And we build and we believe. It starts with believing in you. It starts with putting a lot of effort because it's not easy. But definitely, no doubt in my mind, you can make it happen. So that's why I'm asking you if you feel like you're following your path, and if you want to finish education, that's big. What do you need to finish?
I studied some chemicals, and I feel like that would be good for my business if I would finish that.
Right, I agree.
What do you think?
And I agree. And you know what? I think you can develop a line that can sell on a network. But do you have the line in mind? Do you know exactly what you want to do?
Not right now. I had it in the past, but somehow it couldn't happen. I had some samples, but then it didn't happen.
Go back to what you had and redefine it, reformulate it, rethink of it, and rethink what's missing because there's always something missing, Because I was just talking about Anastasia. She had a brilliant idea. She said people don't know how to do the eyebrows, and it turned into an entire empire from the eyebrows. So you have to think, what is in the cosmetic business that doesn't work? Somebody, for instance, came with the idea of a certain lipstick that sparkle in a certain way, or came with an idea of gold brushes. There's always something new in the industry of the makeup, or in the skincare line. And I want to ask you, what exactly here that you want to do, in which area?
Well, I think we are moving towards the natural ingredients, generally. Like
beautiful. And listen to this.
Yeah.
We are moving towards stem cells that can be, used in everything. We're using, I don't know if you saw lately that the Kardashian, they try to find all kinds of lines of cosmetic, and they're using the CBD oil in the lipstick. I don't know if you ever heard of any of this, but because CBD has such enormous properties, for the body, opening, because it's a plant, it's a hemp, so it opens the receptors in the brain, and they use it in a lipstick, in a makeup, in everything, because it's demonstrated to function on the physical body. So like you said, natural ingredients, so brilliantly said. So think of everything that hasn't been used lately that you can use. Like develop a makeup that has all of these ingredients in it, that is the safest, that is not chemical, that has properties to enhance the skin and make it brighter and lighter. And so think that way. Think that what can I do to make a difference? And that turns from a passion into a mission, because you do something that you serve a lot of people that will be excited to get. In this way, you achieve everything you want to do, and indirectly success will follow. Does it make sense?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm super excited. Yeah.
Thank you. I have 10 years ago I met like a guy, and I thought that we're gonna get married, and then suddenly he left, and I just never had closure about this relationship. But the thing is that he's also alone. For some reason he can't have a relationship.
For how long this is going on? Because if people, for instance, if they never had, so if let's say, okay, you get involved with somebody, and then there's never an ending, there's never closure, like you say, both of you might be alone, you know. Both of you might be stuck. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
Yeah, so you might be actually stuck for a long time in this situation, in this relationship, and you can always question yourself and say, wait a minute, you know, why is this happening to me? I can't bring anybody else, but the same thing comes true for the other person. And I believe it's because you are not really meant to separate, or at least you are not really meant to walk away from each other without healing, without having closure, without resolving something karmic. I feel like this was a more powerful relationship than you realize or he realized. Does it make sense?
Yes, that's why I can't walk away. Or
right. And again, it's the same thing happening to him too. So he feels the same way. He feels he cannot walk away. He feels he cannot put an end to it. So it's affecting him, you know. Exactly in the same way it's affecting you.
I just don't know what to do.
Have you ever tried to communicate? Have you ever tried to...
He doesn't even reply to my emails.
Oh. Because he's unhappy. Because he's... do you have anybody who knows him? Do you have anybody who can be a mediator of communication here? Do you have anyone like this?
He just shut it out.
Right. But you don't have a common friend or somebody who knows both of you?
No. He's like a different town.
I understand.
So he's been focusing
When
on
was
his
the last
career.
time you tried to reach out to him?
Like a week ago.
Don't go anywhere. I'll take a short break and I'll come back to you. So just hold on the line. Okay, thank you.
The best of holistic, spiritual, and conscious world. OMTimes Radio. IOM FM.
Ascending Hearts is no ordinary dating site, but a spiritual dating site with a purpose, to link you with your soulmate. We engineer the serendipity so you can trust that you will attune with someone that has the same matching vibration as you. Ascending Hearts, the conscious dating site for the spiritually aware. Try Ascending Hearts for free. AscendingHearts.com.
My name is Victor Furman. Some call me the Voice. I've always been fascinated with human nature, spirituality, science, and the crossroads at which they meet. Join me Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern on OMTimes Radio, and we'll explore these topics and so much more on Destination Unlimited.
I'm Fidel Mshombo. I was born in a city called Bukavu in the Congo. We were a loving family, and then, boom, everything that I had disappeared in a single day. People think that when you are a refugee and they resettle you to America and all your problems are done. They don't understand that that's the beginning of everything. I was not born a refugee. I was made one.
It's time we welcome refugee families with open arms. Learn more at embracerefugees.org, brought to you by the Ad Council.
And I'm back on OMTime Radio. I'm Carmen Harra, talking to Melinda from New York. And by the way, I'm coming to New York. I'll be in New York from the, I think, 23rd till the end of the month. So if you want to stop by, you know, let me know. So, but coming back to you, we can meet in New York. I have an apartment near the Lincoln Tunnel. So you have my number. If not, I can give it to you and you call me or you send me a text in case you want to stop by and we can talk much more about.
We've been talking privately before. We've been having some sessions before.
Okay. So we can talk again if you feel like because I'd love to dig a little bit deeper in this relationship of yours, because I want you to have closure. I want you to free yourself from this, or in other words, I want you to go back to it, just to make sure that we can either redefine this relationship, engage in it, or completely cut the course so you can move in a different. It's been way too long to feel stuck in this, if you agree with me.
Yes.
Right. So I personally think that in a way or another, you will have in the next 5-6 weeks a major decision coming. And meanwhile, I do want you to continue to put energy into your work and start to make your dream come true and turn it into something big and extraordinary. That's gonna be everything for you. It's so important for you. Yeah, I see that you will succeed, Melinda, and I want you to see it too. See yourself, and again, say all those affirmations that I used at the beginning of the show, because I really want you to have the confidence, to believe in yourself, and I want you to.
What about kids? You told me before that I'm going to have like a boy.
Right.
Like 3 years ago, you told me I'm going to have a kid, and.
But were you with that man at that point?
I wanted to be, but he shut me out. But there wasn't a candidate to be the father yet.
Okay. Well, but kids are also your free will. If you want to have a kid, then you will have a kid. There's no question about it. Now we have to, if this man is resisting and he's not willing to communicate, and he continues to be alone and be lost and be miserable, and then it's his choice. But then you have to move on in a different direction. And you somehow have to make a decision. Either we going back to this man, or you letting him go. One of these two extremes have to happen. I'm absolutely confident that something that I tell you will happen. And if I said you will have kids, you will have them. You just have to have them. It takes 9 months to make them, but you will do it.
Yeah. Okay, thank you so much, and I hope
I love
see you soon in New York. Okay?
Absolutely. Give me a call and we can talk. If you want to stop by, I would really appreciate it. If not, you can call me on the radio anytime you want, and I love you, Melinda. So call me when you have a baby.
Okay, I will. Thank
anytime you want. I love you, sweetie. I'm going to go to Josie. Hi, Josie in Florida.
Hi, Carmen.
Hi, my love. How are you?
I'm fantastic. I'm so happy to be
Good.
with you.
Well, somebody's fantastic in this world.
Yes.
It's everything in life is attitude, the way you look at the world, I hear people all the time complaining, and they wake up in the morning and they're miserable and nothing is working and everything is bad and they don't like themselves. And so how can you make anything beautiful happen with this attitude? But you have the right, the bright, the best attitude. So tell me, what is your purpose? Do you think you found your mission in life?
Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about some more.
Mm-hmm.
I have a vision for myself, and I see myself like doing workshops and seminars, and I started creating this program that I want to do, start doing it online. And it's a program on like forgiveness and releasing and letting go. And because I think it's an area that I really had to work on with myself, and I also find that other people really struggle with it. And
well, I want to ask you something. I'm interrupting you because I have in this moment something in my mind about you. And I was talking to another caller that there is a magazine called Silvana. And if you get to write to them, which I can make you an introduction, if you write articles, and if you want to put in motion your program, this is a place where you can actually do some online courses in which you record yourself in front of a camera, and those courses you can make money out of them. Plus they have a large audience. They have, I don't know how many millions of people watching them. So that will give you a huge platform to promote yourself, to promote your idea, and your entire concept becomes a number of courses. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So you do these courses, and you can actually do them from the comfort of your home. You just need to be computer savvy. You need to know how to speak in front of a camera, and I guess there's not going to be a problem. And you record those courses at home, and you submit them to them, and you can ask like $20 per person. And if you have a lot of people subscribing to your course, if the theme is something that interests a lot of people, then you certainly not only can make a lot of money, but you can attract a lot of people to your website, to your social media platform. And this is the way that steadily you can build something. So
awesome.
Yeah, so check Silvana, and they offer these courses. And the courses are up to you to plan them, to organize them, to have a brilliant idea, and to record them, and they will definitely work with you on the price, on everything. So it's not necessarily a free course. There are people who offer free courses. At some point you can do a free course too. But most likely, if you have a genius idea, that people will go for it. Like you said, you see yourself talking in front of an audience. In the world today, the largest audience comes through the internet. In the world today, you put I put a video of one of my music, and in 3 months it had 2 million views. I'm just giving you an example, because it's the world of the internet. Things that many years ago, I never thought is possible. You had to go and do concerts and go and sing in front of an audience and sing live. Those things don't really exist as much anymore. Everything is done through the internet. So you can actually build an extraordinary audience through courses like this, to becoming, an author in one of these magazines, which is easily be done if you have a connection to put you in touch. Does it make sense?
Yes, it does. Yes, and I would definitely.
I want you to do this courses. I want you to spread your name, your idea, your purpose, your mission, and make it extraordinary in this way.
Yes.
So I'll send you the connection at Silvana and write them. Do you also write, like for instance, if you have an idea, do you write about this in a format of, let's say, an article about something? Does it make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So start preparing articles on different subjects. I talk a lot about relationship, for instance. I talk about karma. I talk about laws of the universe. I talk about spirituality. I talk about health. I talk about different things. So find a topic and develop it in an article, that has to be not a long thing, that gives you tips, like you talk to people about something and you give them ideas and tips that they need to follow, and that can turn into a course.
Right.
Like people do courses about anything. People do courses about food. People do courses about yoga. Anything, people are interested a lot in the spiritual side of life. So what is your when you said, I see myself on the stage, what it is the idea that you are promoting?
Well, forgiveness. Like a lot of times.
Wonderful. Okay. So let's start by doing an article on forgiveness. How do we forgive? What does mean forgiveness? What does it mean? What is the root of the word? You know what I mean? And go back through forgiveness through time and what it meant, and then give people ideas and bullet points. What should they do to be capable of forgiving? Because a lot of people will say, well, I cannot forgive, After what has been done to me, I cannot forgive. what it is within me that stops me from forgiving, and what's going to happen with me if I don't forgive. So then you come with, and then from here you develop a course in which you are able to talk, let's say, for 40 minutes, 1 hour about the idea in itself. And you record yourself and you submit this video to these people, and then your video goes on the internet. You can put it on YouTube, you put it on Silvana, you turn it into a course, it will generate income. You ask, for instance, you ask the people at Silvana to pay you this money per person, let's say that they give you $20, whatever, and it's up to you how much you want to charge. And then in this way, not only do you make money, but you have, you see your dream coming true, You're on a mission of promoting something beautiful, something that the world should know. And you become an authority in your field. And this can lead to a book, to reaching a larger audience, to many things, even television. But television, unfortunately, is dying. Everything is internet.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So think a little bit. So I will give you this Silvana contact, because what I like about them is that they're willing to work with people and they offer these courses. So I will want you to do it.
Yes.
Talking about having exposure to a site that has, I don't know what, some millions of people, they have a lot of followers. And this is the way you spread your name out there,
Yes.
And try to look for all the sites that exist out there, that promote spirituality. I'm going to think about there's a lot of other places where you can go to communicate about your message. So try to define who you are. Do you have a website?
Not yet. I'm working on it.
Oh, that you need. Without a website, it's going to be, you need to have a website, you need to have a platform, you need to have a bio, you need to have a very clear idea in place, you need to have a structure of a seminar that can last up to an hour, in which you can talk up to an hour and you can teach people. It's not easy to do all of this, not that easy, But if you work very hard, you will really achieve something that is definitely becoming your mission.
Awesome. That is really awesome. Yes. Okay. So on the Silvana, you'll give me that contact for that?
Yeah, I'll give you the contact. You write to them, but you have to have, before you go there, you have to have a website, and you have to have a very good bio, because you want them to take you seriously, like somebody who has a platform. So somebody who doesn't have a website, and doesn't have a good solid bio, doesn't have a platform, is not considered somebody who is really enough established. So and that's very easy to do. A website, anyone can do. Now, if you go to my Facebook, Carmen Harra, on one of my fan pages, one in which I have only around 27,000 people, I at some point put an ad to a company that teaches you how to do your own website. And I do believe that anybody can do it. Or there are people who can do your website for $100, $200 for nothing, You don't need anything too sophisticated, but you need something that has your bio, your philosophy, your principles, and because this is the way you build name and reputation, and this is the way you can make it happen. Does it make sense?
Yes, it does. It sure does. Yes.
Yeah, because I feel like if you follow this, steps that you need to take, you can definitely make it succeed from this, achieve your goal, feel so fulfilled, and also you can generate also income. Right. Because you build a name and a reputation.
Right. Exactly. Okay. That's awesome.
All right. Okay, my love. So just send me an email, and I'll send you the contact. And first of all, work, on your website, on your bio. In 2-3 days, it can be done.
Okay.
Go and check on Carmen Harra. Check that. Look on that link that shows you how to build your own website, because it's very easy. I think anybody can do it, and it doesn't have to cost thousands of dollars, because some people, they do charge a lot to do a web. You don't need to spend that money,
Right. I can just do it. I can do it myself.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, my love, I'm at the end of the show. I love you. And everybody listening to the show, I'm very grateful. I'm Carmen Harra. I'll be back with you next week. Same time, same place, OMTime Radio, my wonderful Christopher. I love you, and thank you so much for listening. God bless you.